I got both electronics just in case. One dies, I have to come.
I know that motherfucker is dead tired. He didn't even move a fingernail just now.
Oh my god, how did that piece not get?
That's why I said put him down.
From the site that's getting called the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check 56. 6-man. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Hey, get in there and get what you want, Jay. Get in there and get what you want.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are... Now they're going to fake it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go. 56.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And he's taken down. Chief sack. The CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Alert.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, and this is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. They somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, 15-0 here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 15, Seahawks nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession. 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Come on, let's
Chris
go.
Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. pace. He gets us up near the 10.
Yeah, baby.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And it's third down.
56. Exit. 56.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson.
Let's go. Pick it up.
Able to get this to Gordon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Watch twist. Watch further. Shit. Check three.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down, it's Carson. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Now again, right side, Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong
56.
drive. Here's
Mike,
2nd and
56,
11.
right there. 56. Coming in. SOS.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
Check.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks nothing.
56.
And an inaugural trip to the red zone
Hey,
here for the
tight end right. Watch
Seahawks.
tight
1st and 10 19. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, these inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick,
and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
Here we
line.
go. Watch the pass. 15. Watch the edge. Mike's 5-4.
And here's Mahomes. Check. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Randall. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I don't care what you
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on the rest this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him figure it out.
On 2nd and 11, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
I'm going to run you over.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Break the
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Buying time to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Shoot! He's coming. We got double up. 15.
Tight dog.
Check.
Hey, 43, 15.
First down, Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First and 10 at the
Yellow.
48-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
Now Mahomes steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
35's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Yellow.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes.
Tighten up.
That's caught at the 20. And And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, get it, big man.
Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes.
Man, I've seen that play
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Man, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
I know he ain't got it. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 24, check 24.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. Running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
And again this time to Tampa. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the passing situation.
And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
56, right there, 56. You don't want that, baby. You don't want that.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down, Seattle.
56. It's our field. He's checking.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Going on 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, nice move. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Check 56.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now it's Wilson.
Watch out.
Rocket with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. Now a handoff here to the 29. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throwing is Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 22, Seahawks 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after the last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Shift. Check 3.
Holmes now to throw. Being chased out left. Complete. The tight end gets it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Line 54. What we got?
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
You got him.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Oh no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
They're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Just like that. Check the hot read.
They'll run. It's a lair. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's firing complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Mahomes to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
Take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job. Oh, that boy stepping up, man.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Show an A. Show an A. We got right there. Crunch. Crunch.
It'll be close and they run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, there was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
Sometimes you can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling. Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. On that play, can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run some block here as they keep it on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown in Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 32, Chiefs 22. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
How does the kickoff unit as they
That's a 25-point swing, bro. You was up 15 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is
intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Demarius Randall. What a great return as he gets this all the